friends. I hope you've been working hard on your fairy tales. Today I'm going to share with you a reading of the fairy tale Miss Nichols has been writing. It's super wonderful. She has magic in it. She has more than one setting. She starts with Once Upon a Time. Here I go. Once upon a time, there was a sweet and beautiful girl named Salome, whose voice was as calming as 3 chirping birds. Her whole life, she would look out her big window with a view of New York City and dream of being on Broadway. One day, Salome was in her room, scrolling through her Instagram feed, and while she was scrolling, a post popped up from Broadway Today auditions on Saturday for SpongeBob the Musical. Salome got so excited when she saw the post. I just have to go to that audition, she thought to herself. So she went downstairs to ask her parents if she could go to the audition. Mom, Dad, there is an audition in the city on Saturday for SpongeBob the Musical. I really want to go, Salome said nervously. Absolutely not, honey, her dad said. No way, sweetie. A career in acting is no good. You should have a career in technology like me and your father, her mom replied. I don't want to work at Google like you and Dad, Salome said. Well, too bad. You cannot go to that audition, her mom answered. She slammed the door shut and threw herself onto her lush pink bed. All of a sudden, a gentle voice whispered from across the room. What's wrong, Salome? It was her giant stuffed sloth, Gordo. My parents are awful. They won't let me go into the city to audition for SpongeBob, and it is my dream to become a Broadway star, she said between all her sobs and tears. Oh, Salome, I will do anything to help you. You deserve to pursue your dreams, Gordo replied. Now, Gordo was special. The only people that knew this magical 7-foot sloth could talk was Salome and her brother Dylan. He couldn't always talk, but when they moved into the old mansion in Montclair, a special dust settled on him that brought him to life. This is the magic, friends. Magic. So Salome and Gordo got to work practicing her lines and coming up with a plan for her to go into the city and try out for SpongeBob the Musical. Each day when she got home from school, Salome would rehearse her lines and practice songs for the audition. Gordo would listen and give feedback about how she was doing. Meanwhile, on the other side of the wall, Salome's sneaky little weasel of a brother Dylan and his giant big pal friend Big Fun Bear were listening and coming up with a plan to keep Salome from going to the audition in the city. A few days later, it was the day of the audition. Salome got dressed and got ready to sneak out the front door. As she tiptoed down the stairs, and there's where it stops because Miss Nichols isn't done yet. Dun, dun, dun. So think about adding all of this to your fairy tale. Suspense, magic, dialogue. Some of you have done that already, but I'd like you to go back in today and add a lot more details to your story. Thanks, friends.